family be safe. Heaven forbid something happened to them.
What on earth are you so devastated about? By God, I thought the sky was falling.
My son! Oh, my son! Blue boils have appeared on his back. I stayed behind while the rest of my family left the village to find a cure. To think these blue boils were not merely rumors. All I can possibly do at my age is pray for their safety. Rumors say that when these boils burst, the patient disappears. There's no way to know if they ascended or not.
Huh. People disappearing into thin air? Sounds like the trick of a fox with a few too many tails. I heard the chief of Dalbol is a gifted healer. Have you visited him? Wouldn't he know a thing or two?
Of course I have. He cured the plague. And yet, even he couldn't heal these blue boils. There were rumors that some were cured after praying to the fox goddess. So they headed off to Yeowoo Pass. But I'm not sure if they made it. Honglim. Heard of them? A terrifying gang of bandits. They came one day and took over Yeowoo Pass. My family ran into them before reaching the goddess. They'll...
Hey, don't say such things. Then is everyone praying for the same reason?
Who do you think you are, interrogating these broken-hearted people about this and that? You think talking is cathartic for them? It won't do any good. You're so foxing dumb, honestly.
Huh? Big words for a little girl. And watch your language. I'm not doing any harm, and you should show some respect.
And if I don't? You gonna suffocate me with your wrinkles? If I were you, I'd shut up and do something for them.
Well, you're not wrong. But why you gotta throw a fit like that? Everyone's staring at us.
No need to fight now.
What's the secret to my gukbap? This is the gukbap of Dalbol I've been serving up for 25 years. Come, grab a seat. Welcome to my tavern. What's the secret to my gukbap?
My, thank you so much. My,
Praying is a sincere commitment.
I can't even remember how many meals I've skipped.
You suddenly show you have a hospitable side. The transformation would impress even a Gumiho.
My word, I did as you asked, and you're still yammering on? Where's your family, huh? Why are you picking a fight with me?
Everyone, look! This man's trying to fight a child! Oh, you're so gross and smelly. What?
What? Gross and smelly? Ha! Listen here, you know who I am? I'm Donghae of Hanji County.
Like I said, I don't care who you are. It's know-it-all dumbos like you who really tick me off. Pinning a Gumiho as the culprit for just a few boils? This is all probably thanks to that quack of a healer chief.
What? I never said Gumiho. All I said was a fox with a couple of tails. You cheeky little... We must have been enemies in our past life. What are you so riled up about? Sheesh. I'm off. Traveler, let's go.
The fox goddess wouldn't even bat an eye at someone like you, even if you prayed your life away in Yeowoo Cave.
This is odd. Really strange. Thing is, I was getting chills down my spine, so I left quick as I could. I got some kind of bruise. Ah, it's so itchy. Could it be that boil that they were talking about? Couldn't be, right? I'm just overthinking. Head to the apothecary first. I'll follow after giving this a look over. Get there quick.
Let's see. Have the blue mist flowers bloomed? Huh? Who are you? Don't tell me you're here about boils. If it's about those boils, you're wasting your time. How many must I turn away for you to understand I can do nothing? It's not like I'm that ghost those blue-eyed people at Dale Pier called Yelian or whatever.
What are you talking about? You're the chief. You're responsible for the people of your village. If there's nothing you can do, at least ask the Hyungam to relieve the curfew for the sick and send them to the capital.
What did you say? When did I ever turn a blind eye to my village? I earned my title as chief by ridding this village of the plague.
Then how about you do some ridding for me too? First my back started itching and then I find this red boil on my arm.
Is it blue? Oh, it's red. Bring it here. Oh, but it seems I'm out of herbs.
Have no herbs, then you send your patients to fetch them? What kind of apothecary is this?
I'm the benevolent chief who's offering aid when you belittled him. And on top of that, I'll do it for half my usual fee. Be grateful. All this muttering of me being a quack hasn't got me in the best of moods. Here, drink up. Every drop.
Ha! Burn my mouth! Oh. But this is gonna do miracles. I can feel it.
Come, let me take a look at it.
Huh? It'll kick in that quickly? Is this how the plague savior shows off?
Do you think I'm called a healer for nothing? Huh? Why isn't it working? Unbelievable.
You failed to cure this too, eh? Oh, my vision's blurring. Poor old Dulce. He's on his way to the next life.
This isn't your average boil. No, it can't be. It's foxpox. You must go to Yeowoo Cave, where the fox goddess dwells. It's near Honglim village in Yeowoo Pass.
Huh? Why? This ain't a blue boil. Why are you looking at me like I'm gonna die?
Because you are. This is a mark of death. But all the foxes should be dead. This makes no sense. My father, who I thought was just another hunter, turned out to be one of those who hunted foxes.
He hunted only foxes? What's so special about that? Do those kind of hunters use some sort of fox magic?
No. My father hunted the foxes with many tails. I've read about these symptoms in his book. There isn't, unless a fox is willing to cure it itself. Otherwise, all that's left is to beg the fox goddess for your life. The fox goddess guides single-tailed foxes on their journey to become heavenly foxes. To think I'd ever see this myself. Never imagined there are still traces of foxes left in Donghae.
What am I gonna do? I thought it was just a run-of-the-mill boil. Traveler, please save me. I have a wife waiting back in Seoul, and I'm still a foolish young man with a head full of dreams. But remember what the old man said? About the Honglim bandits at Yeowoo Pass? What about them? Huh? We should scout it out. We could head to higher ground. There's a place nearby.
Bandits live next door. How on earth can they smile so peacefully? This village is quite peculiar. A layer of bandits lies right next door, and yet there have never been any troubles. Ah, I'm seeing many new faces today. I'm a scholar, Osun, And this is the revered Sung-san.
Nice to meet you. You can call me Sung-san. My job is to travel all throughout this country as a map maker.
This place is not one that you just stumble upon. What brings you here?
Yes, you'll find the village down this path. To have come all the way here, something must weigh heavily on your mind. If that burden concerns the rumored Honglim bandits, rest easy. They're actually protecting Honglim village.
That explains what I've observed from up here. Most seem to quietly go about their lives, only leaving occasionally to hunt.
Yes, I was born here. Honglim is my hometown. It's a village that is as radiant as its name.
Oh, we made it! Finding this place was a trip. Is it true that boils can be cured by praying a Yeowoo cave?
Boils? I'm afraid I've been gone far too long to be of any help. You're better off going to see for yourself.
Then, Sung-san, let us head down together as well. The wandering merchant will have arrived by now.
My name, Bokdari, doesn't mean I'm out of luck. It means I'm lucking out, you see? You came from Tarbol? Then do you know my little sister, Sarang? She's working there as a blacksmith.
Well, isn't that just the prettiest name? But we're in a bit of a hurry. How do we get to Yeowoo Cave?
Yeowoo Cave? You won't be able to get in right now. It's overrun with people infected with blue boils.
Huh? Is that so? Has anyone been cured?
Well, I've never seen a red boil before. But our fox goddess is a compassionate one, so don't you worry. Anyways, while you're waiting to get in, would you mind bringing me some fresh meat?
Of course, of course. Traveler, I'll leave it to you. What kind of meat would this fox goddess prefer?
Oh, no. It's not for the fox goddess. I want it for the expecting mothers over there. You know, helping them would be a suitable offering as well. Dorse, you should go and get ready to meet our goddess.
Rice porridge alone won't do much for a mother's health. Oh my! What is all this meat? Did Bokdari tell you to help take care of the mothers? Oh, thank you so much. How could I repay such kindness? The mothers' faces will brighten as soon as they get a whiff of it. There's a saying here that women who drink the waters of Yeowoo Cave will be fertile, and women who give birth here will enjoy a long, healthy life alongside her offspring. That's why even women from other villages seek out this place. Though, the rumors of bandits have thinned the crowds. But it's all a misunderstanding. They're not here to harm us. Hosan is close friends with Sanda, the captain of Honglim.
What are you doing here? Everyone is usually busy making their way into Yeowoo Cave. Something wrong with your horse? You want to know about the relationship between Honglim and this village? Best to see for yourself. I was just on my way to deliver horse feed to Sandal. How about you help me? Sandal is the captain of Honglim, and a close friend of mine. The grasses are really fresh around here, likely because it's where the fox goddess dwells. And thanks to that, the horses have gotten quite picky. You know what I'm getting at, right? I'll go on first and tell Sandal about you. Oh, and could you bring some bottles of liquor, too? Make sure Bokdari doesn't see.
Life is fleeting, like a mayfly's. Just call me Mayfly Sandal. Hey! Haha! Well now, it's been ages since I've seen someone from the outside world.
Don't call them bandits to their faces. That hurts. They may wear masks, but that just masks their tears.
But I haven't cried since the revered foxes left our side. So, what are you so curious about to have come straight here? Huh? The real Honglim. Our real identity? Are you asking about the past, the present, or the future? The Honglim of the past are cursed beasts, fated with the lifespan of a mayfly. And the Honglim of the future are beasts fated to die under the guise of bandits. So, what does that make the Honglim of the present? Inhabitants of a place ravaged by chaos and confusion. Huh? No way! Look who it is! You brought Sung-san with you! Did you finish the map? Let me take a peek. See what the world is like. I've been stranded in these mountains for way too long. All I heard was that the king has been ill. I'm out of touch with what's going on in the world. Even the mountains and rivers could have changed and I'd have no clue.
Sandal, it's been a while. Traveler, weren't you heading to Yeowoo Cave? What brought you here?
Seems like you two have already met. Sung-san, we should catch up over a drink, don't you think? Ah, and we have a new village rule. You were away for it, and you are new here, so listen close. Beyond that point, past the cave's entrance, you're on your own.
On my own? What do you mean? I was just about to leave for Honglim village in Bomma County.
The mountains and rivers have changed while you were gone, Sung-san. This is no longer the Honglim camp, but a camp of chaos. There are enemies among us, hiding behind these masks. There's no way to distinguish between friends and foe.
Please hear my prayers. Please, gracious Fox Goddess.
I told you so. The Fox Goddess won't even bat an eye at people like you.
Eh? You're that girl. How long have you been standing there?
You really dragged your smelly body all the way here. You can try fooling my eyes, but you can't fool my nose.
What are you talking about? I'm just here to get rid of this boil.
The Fox Goddess shows mercy on those with blue boils. But yours is red, isn't it? Well then.
Someone help!
Where did you come from? You managed to break through my barrier? Fascinating.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gumiho! The chief definitely said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed off, didn't he?
I thought I found myself a proper meal this time. Why am I fated to have a life of such misfortune?
A meal? Joke's on you. Left my liver at home today. Plus my bones are getting creaky and my muscles are likely real chewy. Why are you focusing on me? Is it my face? These muscles? My liver doesn't taste half as good as I look, promise.
You know what kind of people I hate most? The kind that keep their bellies full in their cushy little government seats.
What are you talking about? I told you, I'm just a regular guy from Hanji County. Well, it's true my calling was to be in government, but no luck there.
Whatever the case, it doesn't matter anymore. One thing's for certain. Neither of you are leaving this place alive.
Think of your karma! You've no Fox Orb to protect you!
Your eyes are like the moon. I'll keep my eye on you. Since I've shown you mercy, you must repay me in kind.
Excuse me?
Please, Mihyun. I'm Gunho, leader of Honglim. Though, in your eyes, probably a bandit, so call me whatever you like. I followed you here after seeing you break through Mihyun's barrier, in the hopes that you may be able to help us.
You keep calling her Mihyun. Is that this Gumiho's, I mean this fox, I mean this young lady's name? No, your name is beautiful, just as beautiful as you. But how do you two know each other? Over in Talbar, they say a group of bandits took over the holy grounds of Yeowoo Cave. And the chief there said that all the many-tailed foxes were killed. Then what is this fox, I mean Miss Mihyun, doing here?
Just because a fox has a few tails, doesn't mean they're hostile to people. There's a saying that the higher-ups of Donghae have probably never heard of. Those who are incredibly poor and have been left for dead. Those who see no means of escape other than over a cliff. Seek out Yeowoo Pass before you let go of this painful life. The Honglim of the past was a group of such people. People who were reborn by the grace of the Fox Goddess. Mihyun might seem a bit immature at first glance, but she's actually inherited the will of the Fox Goddess.
What does that mean for those with blue boils? They believe it's deadly.
Soon, a great plague will ravage Talbar. Think of those blue boils as a mark of salvation. I'm guessing that the scale of this plague will at least rival that of the last one. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Plague? What do you mean it'll be just as devastating as the last? How could you be so sure?
The Fox Goddess told me. It'll come to us from across the sea. The rich will have the means to survive, but the less fortunate will be left for dead.
Mihyun led such people here under the ruse of blue boils, and they're faring quite well in the Fox Goddess's Bomne County.
There's not much I can do about the rest. I'd love to save as many as I can, but what can I do without my Fox Orb? The plague is going to take half of Talbar with it, and I see it as a fair fate for daring to take what's mine.
Mihyun didn't lose it. She lent it to someone, and never got it back.
Words won't do. Come down to the village with me. See for yourself. I haven't shown my true form in a while, so now you owe me. How about a snack, Tosue? I'm craving something sweet.
It would be best to talk about the present Honglim and its future after we return. Mihyun's not one to be deterred until she gets what she wants. Wait for me outside. Or you could head down first. I don't mind.
Traveler, be honest with me. Is my head on backward? There are so many things odd about this situation. I can't tell where the Fox's illusions end. I don't know why that bandit captain saved us from getting devoured, but my gut is telling me that they're just saving us for dessert. Did you see the Fox's eyes staring up at the crescent moon? I could almost hear her thinking, let's wait until the moon is full. What if they're in cahoots with the village? And with all this talk about the Honglim's future, past, I'm losing myself in time. And the plague god won't just come and go at someone's command. I have no idea what they're planning to do in Dalbo, but we need to be on our guard.
Look who's back! And with some new friends! Hey, Dulce! The boss said you two are going to meet Dushik down in Dalbal. Is that right?
Hello, I'm Dulce of Hanji County. We are heading to Dalbor, but I don't know about the rest.
Ah. Well, Dushik's getting hitched soon. How about you get him something real good to congratulate him?
Huh? And why would we do that? Is he gonna... Know what? Better to start on the right foot. I'll look into it.
Like I said, tell me why you're here and what you came for.
Tramp, what took you so long? Sandal told me to come here, but now this guy's grilling me on my reasons for being here.
I don't want anything to do with you if you were sent by bandits. The government has been keeping its eyes peeled for those brutes. You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary? You must be looking to get hauled away.
My, you must have been hungry. Would you like some kimchi to take home?
You dare speak their name in front of the chief's apothecary?
What we promised. And these people are Honglim's magpie heralds.
Who? Who, me? Or the Traveler? Wait, us? Honglim's magpies?
You should have told me sooner. I was on the verge of handing them over to the officials. Here, the item I promised. You mustn't lose it. Ever.
Of course. We'll be on our way now. Remember I was craving something sweet?
Next customer. Wow, look who's here. If it isn't the revered Sung-san.
With the curfew in place, I was lucky to make it in time. It wasn't easy, but I was able to finish the last piece of the mat.
Does that mean all there's left for me to do is write about your journeys? Where should I start? Hemo Island? Byokye Island?
Well, neither. I think I'd like my story to start at Pomne County.
The centipede market, said to be everywhere and nowhere. Have you found anything out about it?
Pardon, but starting your story with Pomne County, is it because of the tragedy that left it in ruins?
Not quite. You may not be familiar with it. But there was once a time when blue mist flowers would bloom there during a full moon. I don't believe... What is your name, fair lady?
You may call me Mihyun.
This is the revered Sung-san. We met him earlier, at the Beacon Tower, and... what?
I'm a map maker. Call me Sung-san. Is there something I should know about Pomne?
If you can tell me about the centipede market...
Well,
I'll come looking for you.
What do you...
Just wait for me.
My goodness, I had no idea it was you, Miss Mihyun. You should have told us earlier if you were coming in disguise.
That doesn't mean everyone knows what I look like. Even most of those in Yeowoo Pass don't know who I am. That makes you quite special, wouldn't you agree? So give me something sweet. I'm practically starving to death.
Here. I don't know if you'll like it, though. Anyway, what's that book Tushik gave you?
The activity logs of the Chief of Talbar, and the records from when the plague swept through the village.
Oh? Do you have some kind of feelings for him? Oh, Miss Mihyun, stalking a man ain't the way to his heart.
Funny. Mind your place or your liver's mine. Even if I were to pickle the chief alive, I wouldn't be satisfied. Remember how I said I lost my fox orb? I didn't lose it. It was stolen. By him. The chief. He told me he'd give it back after eradicating the plague. He was a friend when I gave it to him. A friend! I thought he was a friend.
Son of a... That means the chief isn't a gifted healer after all. He just used the fox orb to weasel his way into that seat. Does that mean that he's refusing to cure the blue boils because he knows they're your marks?
No. Those blue boils are fortuitous. There's no real disease to cure. And he thinks I'm dead. So how would he guess it was my doing?
Then what are you looking for in this book? All you need to do is steal the fox orb back from him, right?
The fox orb isn't here. The chief's father, the fox hunter, took it from him during the plague. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. He probably took it out of Donghae to the centipede market. Though, it's only a market in name. The place is crawling with fox hunters.
I can't believe this. Should I go knock some sense into that quack? I remember the charms plastered around the apothecary. To think they were to ward you off.
Calls himself a chief and sits around in his apothecary all day? And did he cut ties with his father? I haven't seen anyone suspicious come by either. This won't do. I'm growing tired. Perhaps I was lingering too close to his apothecary. I'll return to Yeowoo Pass and continue reading.
Smart thinking. You don't look too good. Maybe I could gather some fresh livers for you.
Oh. Why go through all the trouble? There's 2 fresh livers right in front of me.
Oh, no. I've really given my liver a beating. It tastes disgusting, repulsive. I'd make you nauseous for sure.
I'm joking. Then yes, please grab some liver for me. Ah, and Purse? You and Sing-san have met before, right? Can you go grab some seeds for us? Told you, I mistook you for a government official. Perhaps my senses have dulled without my fox orb. So sorry.
Fox! Do you know how many times I wake up in the middle of the night because I dream that I'm dying from it? I could only dream of finding a cushy government position. And never once did Miss Mi-hyun apologize.
Apologize? For showing you my true form in all its glory? I'd call that a blessing.
Let him be, Mi-hyun. He's going to flip a table. Alright. I guess it's time for me to tell you about the current state of Honglim. Indeed. Right now, we have no way to tell who still represents the Honglim we once knew, back when the plague was ravaging Dalbo. Our now chief borrowed the fox orb from Mi-hyun. After he successfully exterminated the plague, a group of fox hunters came to Yeowoo Pass. We had no choice but to arm ourselves to stand against them. We stood no chance against their numbers, however. We were only able to save Honglim Village. Donghae County and Dalin Village were both brought to ruin.
Yes. They were fox hunters from the Centipede Market. That lot is merciless to anyone that is not human. Long story short, I was stabbed in the back by someone I trusted. Who would have guessed that the chief's father was a fox hunter? He even knew of my identity. That's how close we were. So I entrusted him with the fox orb, and he dares to stab me in the back. A blade in my spine! I still feel it.
But even without the fox orb, you seem powerful enough to snap my neck in a split second. Wouldn't a couple of fox hunters be a breeze?
The Hyeonggum allied with those hunters. Even Mi-hyun couldn't stand against the thousands of soldiers on her own. We have never done anyone harm. But we took up arms to honor the kindness that the Fox Goddess bestowed upon us. That's why Mi-hyun despises those who hold seats in the government. And as one event led to another, the name Honglim became synonymous with bandits.
But if Miss Mi-hyun is alive, and she's no longer in possession of the Fox Orb, what do those hunters and the Hyeonggum gain from all this? Huh? What? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Did I say something wrong?
Remember what I said about the masked enemies among us? Those government dogs joined forces with the fox hunters, and they now live among us, hiding behind their animal masks. That's how Honglim slowly grew in size. And recently, they've even begun raiding the goods of traveling merchants.
Slowly but surely, huh? And I thought I was good at getting into people's heads. I would have sussed them out in seconds if I had my fox orb. Hey, don't trust anyone here besides Sandal and the boss. My senses tell me that Honglim Base is a nest full of cuckoos. The old Honglim is dead, and evil forces are now waiting to take over at the smallest sign of frailty.
Alas, that is Honglim's present. A base entrenched in chaos. That's why I have no other option than to ask for your help. Bring the base to its knees, and gather as much information on our enemy as you can.
see what we got here. It's about the suppliers of the masks those bandits were wearing.
Really? Where are they? Kano and I will go teach them a lesson.
Is she gone? Jeez, one moment she's here and poof, she's over there. My poor heart can only take so many jump scares. So anyway, can I ask you to take a look at something strange I found, Traveler? If you go down this road, you'll find this weird glowing rock. It had this strange writing engraved on it and made this ominous humming sound. I think you should investigate. Is it all over? Were you hurt? I didn't see any bandits around that rock at first. Don't you think it's strange? Why would the bandits throw their lives away over that thing? This whole thing smells fishy to me. We need to get to the bottom of this. Where to start? Oh, I know. Let's go ask the revered Sungsan. As an educated Yangban who traveled the lands, he must know something.
Ah, you were the ones with that lady back at Talbar Market. Mihyun, was it? So, what brings you here before me?
She went to teach some folks a lesson. You know, with the powers of the Gumiho. I mean, that's beside the point right now. We saw this strange rock and wanted to ask if you knew anything about it. It had these weird engravings. Here's a quick drawing I made.
This is... I guess there's no reason to hide anything. I remember seeing this when I was infiltrating the Centipede Market. The infamous Centipede Market. The den of those who seek to eradicate all non-humans.
Yeesh. Then do you think Miss Mihyun was right? That the fox hunters are hiding in Honglim base?
No. The fox hunters don't leave such marks. This is the mark of a Gumiho. A fox with 9 tails. Were the engravings wavering, as if alive? Then I'm afraid they were under the hypnotic spell of the fox. The spell gnaws, bit by bit, on the souls of the living, slowly absorbing every soul within its reach, much like how tree roots spread throughout every bit of the soil. If this was found within Honglim, it means those bandits are living sacrifices for the fox.
Huh? I thought the bandits were hunting down foxes, but you're saying it's the other way around? What are they being sacrificed for?
These engravings are merely a small part of the puzzle. But from what I can gather, they seem to be about curses and plagues.
Plague? But Mihyun told us the plague is coming from across the ocean. Traveler, do you think that fox is double-crossing us? Sacrificing those bandits to bring about a plague?
Judging by the engravings, the ritual can only be completed with 8 more of these fragments. They must be destroyed at all costs.
Oh boy. I'll go break the one we saw together. I saw 3 more earlier, so you go handle the rest.
Mihyun? Gumiho? Could it be?
Revered Sung-san, you were right. There were none of those steals in Honglim. I made a quick sketch of the steals the Traveler and I knocked down. Would you mind taking a look?
If we correctly arrange these 9 pieces of writing, we may be able to find the root of the curse and its true perpetrator.
Well, what are we waiting for? Puzzles ain't my forte, so get to work, Traveler.
Oh, it can't be.
What? Come on, spill it already. We Morninglanders work at light speed.
It appears my worst fears have been confirmed. This is a spell that calls upon the Plague God. It sacrifices living souls to spread a deadly plague. That fiendish Gumiho is taking advantage of Honglim.
Oh, no. Mihyun tricked us all. She told us the plague is coming from across the ocean, but she was behind it all along.
Many lives will be lost if the ritual isn't halted immediately. Fortunately, I have deduced where the ritual is taking place.
Where is it? Get to the point. We gotta stop it before Mihyun comes back.
Bomnaek County. We must get there as quickly as possible.
It's the plague!
It must be stopped!
It's no use. Nothing can stop me.
Mihyun! Listen, I know you want revenge, but you've taken things too far! You want your Fox Orb back, right? The Traveler and I will get it back, so put a stop to this nonsense!
You still think this is because of my Fox Orb? I'm a Gumiho. I've been around for 900 years, and you think I'm powerless without it?
Then why? Why do you want revenge?
Back when blue mist flowers bloomed in Pomne, her older sister met her end.
You. I knew something was off the moment I saw you. Who are you really? No matter. Once I get my revenge, I'll find out myself. The Blade God shall now embrace all of Hyrule. No all of Donghae!
Help! Mihyun! She... Mihyun started slaughtering the bandits out of nowhere. She's not even hiding her true identity. A plague? What are you talking about? You're not saying Mihyun's trying to spread a plague, are you?
What? You didn't know? Mihyun told us all there's a plague coming from overseas. She lied straight to our faces. She's sacrificing the people of Honglim to unleash a deadly plague. She said she wasn't after the Fox Orb. So what in the world does she seek to gain from this? And revered Sung-san, you knew Mihyun was a Gumiho all along? What's this story about Bomnaek County and her sister?
My heart skipped a beat when I first saw her. I swore it was my late wife, back from the dead. You see, the Fox Orb wasn't all that was taken from her. Those fox hunters also killed her older sister, my wife. The fox hunters ravaged Bomnaek County and murdered my wife. Our son left, vowing to avenge his mother's death one day. Without her Fox Orb, Mihyun was unable to protect her only sister. The fox goddess people speak of is in fact Mi-hyun's sister. It took nearly a millennium for her to perfect her human form, but it never prepared her for such mortal experiences as betrayal or the loss of kin. Not long ago, she began helping villagers in need. I merely thought she was extending her sister's goodwill. I never imagined she was plotting revenge.
If her plans succeed, the skies will surely condemn her for all eternity. She shall never become a heavenly fox, and her soul will be scattered throughout the netherworld.
Sun-san, my old friend, when did you become aware of Mi-hyun's true identity? Or even of the existence of the Gumiho?
Mi-hyun was much younger when her sister was still alive. I was one of the lucky children who received her sister's grace. I had no idea she was a 1,000-year-old fox at the time, but I did think it was peculiar how a simple touch could revive the diseased. But one night, blue mist flowers in full bloom, the two were dancing merrily under a full moon. That is when I saw them. 9 tails each. Gunho, my friend, I would not be here before you if Mi-hyun's sister had not saved me long ago. But indebted as I am, I also cannot allow such a massacre to happen.
I agree 100 times over that Mi-hyun must be stopped. Countless lives will be lost, and the heavens will exact the ultimate price.
She said she had no need of the fox orb, but we all know it's as precious to her as life itself. Even if it won't change her mind, it might buy some time to find a solution.
So it comes down to this. It pains me to say it, but we should prepare ourselves to bid Mi-hyun an eternal farewell. Take this book. My son made a copy of the Fox Hunter's instructions when he infiltrated the Centipede Market.